Hi, good morning. This is Sherry Veronica. Now, something is going on with Cheltenham. That is an attorney, Richard Lionel Cheltenham in Barbados. He is an attorney that has been around for like ages, for decades. And they're saying that he is supposed to appear before the disciplinary committee of the Barbados Bar Association for grave professional misconduct, but they're not saying nothing. I'm getting this thing, I'm looking at it, and I'm saying, but what are you saying? He is supposed to appear, okay? He didn't appear, okay? Well, are they going to take his bar license? Are they going to take away his license to practice law in Barbados? The guy is in the departure lounge. You know what the departure lounge is. I've talked about it before. So he is in the departure lounge. If he did commit improprieties, he is fat enough now. His accounts are fat enough now that he doesn't have to worry about being poor. He can live the balance of his life without having to worry about money. Now, when attorneys in Barbados are called before any disciplinary committee, well, I don't even know of any attorneys being called before. I didn't even know there was a disciplinary committee in the Bar Association, because you know what they say, you can't call, one person can't call the other one back because they're all doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm winking here, okay? You don't see me, but I'm winking, wink, wink. But anyhow, he is being called before some sort of committee, and the only thing it could be is that he stole money, client money, funds that were deposited from sales or whatever. He did not disburse. So was it that? This is a question. I don't know what Richard is into. I do know that attorneys in Barbados, it's the framework, the fraternity is corrupt. I know that. Now, when you say something is corrupt, you're not saying that everyone is corrupt, but I'm saying that being in there long enough, you can learn ways to become corrupt. You may not want to be, but it happens because, they say, birds of a feather flock together. But anyhow, they're not saying anything. All they're saying is that Richard failed to attend a meeting, the disciplinary committee meeting that was set up. There was a hearing that was set up, and the people that were the attorneys that he had that were representing him, they too, the attorneys that were representing Richard, they too have been found guilty. One is in jail for stealing client money. So they're saying that, what are you saying? I'm about to say something that you didn't say. What are you saying? Why put this thing up about attorney Richard Cheltenham ignoring the court and ignoring the disciplinary committee, and he was supposed to provide an affidavit and he didn't? Why put that up if you're not going to talk? If you're not going to talk, don't talk. Do not talk. So Richard is an attorney in Barbados. The attorneys in Barbados are educated via the taxpayers. The taxpayers pay for their education. The attorneys get the education and come back and screw you over. This is known. So what do you want with Richard? What are you going to tell us about Richard that we do not already know? There's nothing you can tell us about him that we do not already know. So why beat around the bush? That's why I always say that Barbados never fought for freedom. When they say, oh, there was a right, there's no goddamn right. You never fought for freedom because you're scared of your own shadow. You are afraid to say things. You're afraid to admit things. You're afraid to call his name. You're afraid to say that, hey, maybe he stole some money. You're afraid. You live life being scared. You didn't fight nothing. Even now, when you post on social media, it's a fake account, it's a fake name, there's no face, it's a whatever. You are afraid. You live in fear. So admit it now. Come on now. Admit it. What is Richard being brought before the disciplinary committee for? Why is that happening? The chances are, I'm not saying that I know anything. I am saying chances are Richard Cheltenham did what all the others did who ended up in jail. Richard Cheltenham probably stole some money from some old lady, from somebody, and they're looking into it and they're trying to get him to come before the committee so they could talk about it. Okay, go on. talk to yourselves. It's Sheriff Veronica.